Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today I brought to you a little different movie. It's not a horror movie, but it's a horror thriller film. Okay, I definitely it was one of the top movies on my list because of the way it is shot, one, and two, because how uncomfortable it is. The whole movie is, I would say, very uncomfortable, but at the same time it's a really good story with lots of twists and turns. You will definitely love it. Before we get into the video, I would just like to mention that we have made a lot of videos around horror films, thrillers that you must definitely watch. Okay, so just for the ease, we have created a playlist on our channel where we have all of these movies that we have recommended that you can watch over the weekends. If you're a horror fan, you can watch it every day. So definitely check out this playlist that is available on our YouTube channel, and do not forget to subscribe. Also, do not forget that we have our own scarometer. Okay, this is a rating system only based on how scary the film is. This, I think, meter is only because a lot of other rating platforms have obviously ratings in place for a overall movie perspective, but I feel like for horror fan, the scare of the film itself is a very big parameter and it should have its own rating system, which is why we have our scarometer in place. And again, for every movie, like we have done in our previous videos, we will be revealing the scarometer of that particular film at the end of the videos. So definitely stay around, hang around end of this video to kind of get to that scarometer and also to the name of the film. So guys, this movie is, I would say, not like haunted scary film. It is, however, I don't know, like a thriller scary film. Okay, it has a lot of suspense, it has lots of twists and turns. At the same time, it is about, family. So if you are someone who would not like to watch something that is eerie about a family or in that context, this movie is not for you. Do not watch this film in that case, just a disclaimer. But again, I would suggest everyone to watch it because it's a really good movie. I think even if you see the trailer of the film, you would obviously be like, oh my god, I really want to watch this film, what happens next. So that's how I came across this film. I watched its trailer and I was like, oh, hold on, this looks like a good film, and didn't seem to make my list. And then I watched it and it was amazing. Alright, before wasting any time, let's get into the video itself of the movie recommendation that we have for you this week. So as always, we will do our exercise where we close our eyes and set context to the film. Okay, so close your eyes and let's begin. Imagine that your mother sending you off to your grandparents for the summer, and you're super excited. You are looking forward to meet your grandparents, but the only thing over here that you have never met them before, you have never seen them before. And while you are excited, the things that you don't know are, one, this summer is not going to be ordinary, and two, you are going to be so close to death that you would never ever imagine. Now let's talk about the movie itself. This movie is about two siblings who meet their grandparents for the first time. But the grandparents seem to be very funny, and not in a good way. They are very abnormal. They are sometimes treating them nicely, at other times they are just doing very suspicious things. And one day when your mother actually speaking to you over the laptop on a video call, you show her parents through a window while the grandparents are outside doing something. And she says, hold on, those are not your grandparents. Then who are they? What are the kids gonna do? Because the mother is really far away. She needs hours to even get there. What are these grandparents up to? And will these kids survive? That is the main question. You guys, this movie has scenes that will make you so uncomfortable. Like for me, especially, I hate being chased down. I think you know this by now. And there is a scene where this grandmother and the kids are playing in the basement. It's not like a basement really. It is like a space between the house and the ground. Okay, and there are lots of wooden sticks there because that's holding up the house. And you see in that space the kids are playing, and suddenly out of nowhere the grandmother crawls in and like chases them like a spider. And that, you guys, is horrendous. Like if someone would do that to me, I would probably just choke. It is that bad. But again, super scary. It has lots of jump scares. It has lots of like, oh, what happens next? There are places where the kids are like inside the room and there are eerie stuff that is happening outside. So all of it put together, like if you put yourself in these kids' shoes, I think you would feel the intensity of what they are undergoing. But the whole movie is set up very well. I would recommend, along with like going with my recommendation, watch the trailer before you watch the film, because the trailer will urge you to watch the film, because that's how I landed there. Again, if you are interested in this film and the story so far, this movie is called The Visit. Okay, likely so because the grandkids are visiting the grandparents. It's called The Visit, and I think on the scarometer this is definitely a 4, especially the chase downs, the eerie stuff that is happening outside the room of these kids, and just the fact that they're kids, locked away from their mother and also from the world, because there is nobody around except for the grandparents that they can even seek help for or two. The whole movie is like set very well, so definitely give this movie a watch. Let me know in the comments how you like it, and do you want me to recommend more horror thrillers as opposed to only horrors? That will also be very helpful for us to create more content. Let me know in the comments, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. We will come back with another super scary horror or horror thriller film in our next video, which will come up next Saturday. Until then, be safe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.